Aha! Fluffy greetings, everyone!
Heyo.
We are live. Need to do some cleaning on my browser. And then we can go to our spot, grinding spot.
Yeah, starting. After all, a fifth one would be really nice.
Do we have a shy?
No, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping for it.
Let me get some pots. And food.
Okay, Guardian it is.
Or C, come here. Okay, apparently I forgot to turn it on, so it's whatever. I'm gonna go get the judge buffs because I almost forgot.
Right, that's important. I also need to swap back to full PvE.
Okay. Lie, little pony.
I'm a horse, dude. I'll let you know.
I see you, but you're definitely faster. Or not?
Yeah, I don't want to get stuck like someone.
I didn't get stuck. I want my horse here.
Okay, alchemy stone, agris, loot scroll.
Tent. Uh-huh.
Okay. If you want, you can also talk with your black spirit and exchange for a bit of combat XP.
Combat XP?
Yeah, if you talk to your black spirit, there's an exchange button. Tap.
But it's expensive, it's 100 energy.
Are you kidding me?
I have 180.
Okay, alright, you're a small fox.
Okay, spirit stone. What else did you say? The agris.
Yep, and a loot scroll.
Loot. How many hours do these guys want to do?
I've got no idea,
Okay, I'm
but
gonna
you and
do one
me,
more.
we do this at least for 2.
Okay. This.
Alrighty. Yeah, then cornmeal.
I think everything is up for me.
Whoopsie daisy. There we go.
One guy crashed, I think. Oh yeah, pets. Pets.
Right, there was something.
Always there is something.
Why our guardian went on Arch too? Don't we have already enough? And here I thought we have one big aggro mummy.
Oh my god. Come on, pets. Do your job. How hard is to make the tier 5 pet?
Not that hard.
Just
You
to do
follow a
complete the
quest
quest?
line. Kinda. But you also need some materials plus 600 million.
Ah, that's cheap.
Yeah, it's really not that much or that hard.
Yeah, I have to do that so I get the extra bonuses for all the pets.
Of course, having an alpha pet is really important.
I need to do something after. Mm. Not here. Yes. Okay. We are gathered here today to talk about Last Epoch and other games that,
Yeah, at least we start with Lost Epoch.
yes.
Because it's the recent launch of another new game.
And let me actually do all the stuff that I wanted to do. I think here, and still moving game.
Having 3 archers kinda works. I'm impressed.
kinda works.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a bit confusing to see my own skills over and over and over.
So we are 3 archers and 2 Mego.
Yes.
I see. So if I slack, only he will notice.
Excuse me. So, have you seen some footage of last Epoch?
Yes, I actually did.
Yeah, same here.
1 second. Pop out activity. I need this here. I need to move in game.
Would be awesome.
Yeah, you guys were really fast.
Yeah, damage is good. We are fast enough.
I just need to do one last thing.
Easy.
Okay, and I should be able to do this now. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so I've seen some stuff.
Okay, I suspected that.
I have a friend that actually played it.
Ooh, even better.
So, yes. The game looks nice. I can say anything about against that. The classes are interesting. You have 4 or 5 classes, I can't remember.
Yeah, like 5.
And you can have 3, and it branches in 3 other subclasses, and it's quite a nice diversity. Gearing, it's pretty interesting that all gear are a lot of have a lot of how can I say, diverse stats and substats, I think.
Yeah, you can pretty much really make your own build, whatever you want.
Yeah, more than
And you can also test out a lot of things.
yeah, more than making a build around your class, you make your class around your build of
Indeed.
items. So it's a nice idea, nice concept. Something that I was a bit impressed when I seen that was that your mana can go into the negative numbers, and it was like, what?
I know, right? No, this is something that I found really interesting as well. I was like, sure, that's a concept.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to implement. I mean, could make sense that you force yourself in a way and you use more mana than normal than you can actually do.
Right.
Oh, what a nice block I did there.
Easy.
But I always felt the jump. But
Of course, right now you still do.
yeah,
Over time, don't worry.
there is a way to use the skills to never have the falling animation. Either is a bug or is actually some combination when you have to use the skill while falling to not get into the falling animation and still use the dashing skill.
right. There are some tricks around it.
Yeah, but I don't understand it, so yeah. I need to pay more attention when it happens. Back to Last Epoch. Though the launch of the game was a bit
Problematic.
yes, exactly.
With issues.
Well, uh, I think they were a bit too cocky, if I can say that, since
Sure.
they posted a Discord announcement or a tweet, I don't remember which one was that, about that they won't have any issues, or no, they said probably we won't have any issues. So they,
Right, and players were like, challenge accepted.
yes, and didn't they? It's a bit strange that they didn't expect so many players at launch.
I know, right? I can't hear this sentence anymore from game developers or studios. We didn't expect to have this amount of players. Like, honestly, every freaking single time. It's always the same story. At what point do they finally understand that, especially in these days, you will have a massive amount of players coming at you? Out of curiosity, out of being bored, just to be around the hype train, you know? What is there not to understand?
I mean, they had a lot of pre-orders on the, I don't know how they call it, pre-alpha, not pre-alpha. On Sim, it has a certain name when the game is not launched.
They were in early access.
Early access, exactly. So the game was in early access when
for damn 5 years. I couldn't believe this number.
Yes, when I heard 5 years, I was like,
half a decade? Are you kidding me? And then you are not prepared. Like, honestly, what are you doing in 5 years of early access, and then you can't handle a launch?
Yeah,
because you didn't expect player numbers. Even though you are exactly one of the games right now that falls into the category of isometric game, being alongside of Lost Ark, Diablo 4, and Path of Exile. I mean, there's a real market at the moment for this. And you still don't expect? Pardon me?
Now they actually announced that they hit the 1 million copies sold. I don't remember when they did that. So if it was
recently.
Oh, okay. So it was after the launch.
Even though many people were basically pissed at this troublesome launch, in the end, folks figured that it's actually not a bad game.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad game, but just the launch, it was a bit...
Yeah, you just need to get into it.
Well, what is to be appreciated, they let you play the game in offline mode, so you could actually play the game.
Correct. This was really smart, that this was not just like Diablo 4, where, nope, you have to be online at all given times, and if this is not there, then, bad luck, I guess.
Yeah. But it's not a bad approach for this kind of games. I mean, it is kinda that you are not able to play online afterwards. Because I mean, in single player maybe it's a bit easier to modify the save files or the something. It can be controlled. So maybe that's one reason they don't allow that.
Perhaps, yes.
People who started in offline, they had to start again, which is a bit of a problem when others already were playing, and let's say some of them had streamer privilege.
Wink, wink.
Yes.
Yeah, though, still, at least you had something to do. At least you could perhaps test out the classes, and figuring what sort of class does fit for you the best, which gives you best feeling, and then with the actual launch, you then just know right away with what sort of class you want to start for good.
Yes, yes, you could do that. But I think it's a bit hard when you have so much customization to find something that fits you. Maybe it's something that fits you in early game, yes, but from what I know, this kind of games change really fast. I used to play Diablo 3,
Okay.
and I played a lot, like woke up, school, back home, Diablo 3, farm, drama, grind, all those dungeons.
Intense gaming addiction,
Yes,
I see.
I mean, yeah, grind, but what I was watching something else because yeah, I don't understand people that can play these games for long hours and doing the same. Okay, the dungeon change, your build change over time, but yeah, for me it's a bit boring.
I know what you mean.
I mean, it's nice the first experience until you get around the end game, if we can call it like that. When you,
Mm-hmm.
because usually these kind of games are infinite, they never end. You just farm for better stats continuously.
Yup.
Why I keep forgetting what I want to say?
No idea.
Bossy
No, the
boss.
combat looks really nice, to be fair. I mean, this is also the most engaging aspect of the game, as it seems. Because, yeah, the story is forgettable or not really that well thought out.
I actually didn't see anything about the story, so I don't know about that.
I was just listening to a few YouTubers, and yeah, we're pretty much all on the same basis that most engaging thing is the world around you, together with the big customization that you can do on your skill tree plus your gear. But the story seems too much convoluted with this time travel aspect that is there.
Oh yes, yes, that they have to change the time thingy. Ah, yeah, I've seen something about that.
Hmm.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a super bad concept, it's just that apparently the execution was poorly. And for many people right now, this is for sure like a bit of a savior to them. Like the game that could have been with Diablo 4.
Yeah, but I think people will always switch between Diablo 4, Path of Exile, and other similar games.
Path of Exile, yes. Diablo 4, I am not so sure about that.
And they
Mainly
just gonna
because
join for the
people right
season, and
now
that's
have
all.
separate choices available to them, and they can just spit on Diablo 4, being like, you know what, Blizzard, now, now it's done. Enough is enough.
Yeah, Diablo 4 it was another strange handled game, I would say. But it was a big back in the days. I don't remember much stuff about that. Again, a friend of mine that it's in this kind of games. Ah, get Diablo 4 at 70 euros. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Though, to be fair, the launch of Diablo 4 wasn't that bad. Yeah, players were also waiting for a really good amount of time to get into it because horrendous queue times.
Yeah, but this is
But
kind of normal.
yeah, sadly, really sadly, I can only shake my head on that. Everything is online. Really, everything nowadays is online, and each and every game faces a good proportion of gamers. It's always the same story, and neither of any sort of company can get it handled that they are prepared.
I think it's not about being prepared. It's more about not wasting money into a server that is not good. I mean, if it's too good, it's not good because they spend more money than they should. But now the question is, how expensive is a server?
Yeah, and to that I say, nowadays, really nothing. And if you are a game studio on the scale of Blizzard, even though they have massive issues at the moment, but still, then you should have all the funding and the spaces.
Oh yeah.
If an indie company or something that is newer on the market is struggling with this kind of stuff because, yeah, they are not that well rounded for the time being, alright, I get it. But for an industry veteran to still go like this, that's sad.
Now, yes, it's a bit sad, but to be honest, I don't know exactly what goes behind those kind of issues. I mean, in a
Laziness?
way, mm, I'm not really sure. Could be a bad written code for networking. Could be some really bad connection made that it's really hard to decipher sometimes. And if they don't think to make a already broad and big connection uh, network, it's gonna take a bit of time to fix that. But
Right, but it's just so contradicting. After all, it's 2024. Everything is online these days. And if you make a game that only can operate when you are online, when there's not even an offline mode, nothing, you are totally dependable on this, then what is it that you don't really make this base foundation stupid proof?
maybe they think it's enough and they just leave it like that.
Yeah, but to that I say laziness, because mainstream these days has become mainstream. Bah. Gaming these days has become mainstream. It's not like that we are 15 years ago where, yeah, just expect the nerds and so on. No, especially after Corona and everything, there are a lot of people in gaming right now, and so many are just curious every time there comes a new, bigger game on the market. So, yep, you get bombarded by people at the very beginning. It just is like this. And it was proven over and over with Lost Ark, Diablo 4, New World, and now Lost Epoch 2. You know, how often does this story need to get repeated up until the moment where someone just says, okay, I know at the very beginning, most likely we will need a bigger amount of server capacity. It is what it is. But better this, yeah, than having an angry mob in our back or in our neck. And we have a shitstorm on the internet going and becoming a laughing stock. The next in line that cannot handle a freaking game launch properly.
Oh my god, my skills go randomly. Yeah, some companies doesn't... Oh, wrong skill. But I think I found the key to not have the falling animation.
Nice.
Now, from what I know from PC coding and how a PC work, you know, a PC can't do two things simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
So there is this in parallel, it's called in parallel. So it splits the time in two, kind of. It's a bit hard to explain. And imagine two lines, right? And you put an ant on the top line.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to on both lines, if you want both ends to work, it needs on the top line to be empty or in the bottom line. So if the top end wants to work and go straight, it needs the bottom line to be empty in front of it. They can't be on the same level.
Right. I know where you're
Okay.
going, but still, I don't have pity with these companies.
Yes,
I
but
don't have pity with Blizzard and Diablo 4 because I'm like, you guys are industry veterans. Plus, you have an IP like Diablo. What honestly do you expect? Of course, a bunch of people are coming. I mean, after all, this is also what you want. You want the records and the million copies sold within a few days. On one hand, you want this, but on the other, you don't provide for all of these people. Where's the logic in that? And now with Lost Epoch, I'm like, what the heck have you done in 5 years of early access?
the
For
game,
what was it?
I
For
mean,
what was half a decade in early access that you can't figure it out how to do it even as an indie studio or company? Like you said, to have then a proper PC who does these things simultaneously. You had half a decade.
I mean, you've seen what they said on their thingy.
I know, and for
We
me
are
this is just
prepared.
gibberish. Yeah, but absolutely not, I would say.
So everything they've done for them it was right. So many companies does that, and then oh it's fine what we have here. We don't have to go more deep into this. We've tested I don't know 10,000 connections at the same time. It works. Why do we have to bother to try more?
Yeah, then something in their testing must be heavily lacking.
What I think they should do, they should make the queue better. Because that's the issue. If you put a queue from the beginning, for example, Lost Ark didn't have a queue when it came out. I tried to log in and yes, it was a mess at the beginning. After a while, they added the queue. And then you had to wait tens of thousands of places to enter. Yes, it was a long queue.
Right, and Lost Ark baffles me also because, hello, this is Amazon. You know what's their selling point to these companies, to these Korean game studios when they go like, give us the license of your games? Because we have the best server performance globally since, yeah, we are Amazon. This is their selling point. This is how they snatch the gaming licenses. And then it goes like this.
El
In my
Amazon.
in my mind, it's really like, how is this possible? I mean, you can have this trading auction house globally running on a daily basis where millions of people are there at the same time ordering stuff. So yeah, large customer traffic should be so easy for you. And yet they just had another launch of a game like any other studio.
I mean, better saying, wow, how they didn't expect Lost Ark launch to go like this when they had the other game, a New
New
World,
World. Yeah, exactly.
and New World is
That
their game.
yeah, and that's the next best thing. The Lost Ark was just a repeated cycle. Even though they already saw, because you can be like, yeah, sure. I mean, New World. This is their first game, the first attempt of this whole gaming studio
Yeah, yeah.
aspect.
New World had way more, other more problems than just the connection at the beginning.
Please, New World. Oh my god. I don't even want to call it MMO. I'm just like,
Well, at least now it's in a better shape than before, but still.
yeah, but you have, I mean, many people have lost faith in that. They still have a player base, of course, and not even that small. Though to that I say, yeah, right, because it's just so easy to have access to this game. All that you need is an Amazon account, and if you already have one since years, yeah, then a good amount of people that aren't not even, you know, real gamers go like, why not? I mean, I have an Amazon account.
Yeah. Maybe they made the game more for making people make the Amazon account and
Yeah, right. I would actually really agree to that. That this was a strong selling point to them. That they don't even need to have like the creme de la creme of a real game or classic MMO style, because they just garner a lot of people that simply have the Amazon account. Which, to be fair, was really one of the main reasons why it went so up in having those player numbers. Not because like, yeah, this is the second World of Warcraft and it garnered so much audience. No, it's just like a chunk of people that already had an Amazon account just needed to download this and done. It's not like with other games where you first go to the website of the studio or to the publisher, then you make an account there, then you get access to the download. The download is happening, finally you have a game launcher, yada yada. Half of the stuff was already done by simply having the Amazon account. Which perhaps you already had like since years. And now it just opened up another level to their
mm,
service.
yeah, that's true. But I think that allowed them to have that this much hype for the game.
To a certain degree, yes.
He dashes through. Oh my god!
Yes. This can dash through. Be careful.
What the heck? Yeah, but I think the whole thing about Amazon was that they had a lot of publicity, even on their website, most probably. But yeah, that built a lot of hype. I mean, oh my god, it's Amazon. They have billions and billions. They definitely can make a game, you know? That was the mentality from the
Yeah,
beginning. And
no, you are absolutely right. That was exactly it. A lot of people thought, yeah, of course they can do this. After all, they have Amazon Prime too, so they made a point that they could even be a filming studio. They
yeah,
have so much funding by now. Why not just also go into gaming? And at the very beginning, it looked really not that bad. They hired some people and so on. They came up with a concept that wasn't that bad. And then they garnered some people around them, testers, who really were into it, helping them out. The one day I have found a video of one of these people, a dude, who was telling his journey with Amazon. And then kinda, at least for me, the act or the facade was falling. Because
mm,
this dude, he was very honest, like really very honest on how apparently Amazon is handling, or Amazon Game Studio is handling this game. He made a very good point of, first of all, that the people that they have hired, they were all experienced with gaming, with developing games, but not with developing an MMO. It's more like all single player and such, or at best, games that have a co-op mode.
yeah, I've heard
But
about that.
so yeah, he did that research, and that was one red flag for me. And then he started to talk openly about how they take in feedback. Apparently not that good.
They had a lot of bugs, and it shows that they don't know what actual multiplayer means,
Yep, absolutely.
because
And you
many of
could
those
explain it.
bugs were related to connectivity issues, that you could duplicate items.
Right, yes. No, he made a very good presentation in his video that it was absolutely explainable why this went so disastrous. And it started really with the team that they made to have this game being developed.
Maybe if the team was better instructed with online issues that could appear, maybe some of the stuff could have been prevented.
I guess so, yes.
I thought.
Sometimes I get the feeling that gaming to a certain degree is still a bit laughed on, if I can say it like that. You know, that people don't take it so serious in the way that, yeah, you need a bunch of expertise and knowledge in order to really make something that works. Because when you look all of these stories of Kickstarter, for example, of people that just announced, yeah, we are doing this and that. Later on, yeah, it got fully discovered that this was a pure scam. But also that, yeah, as it seems, these people were overwhelmed completely. And I had these kind of stories even with people I mean, with friends of mine, I can say, because as soon as they go into these softwares, into the Unreal Engine, for example, then they see, oh, okay, so this is how it's done. Damn, that's actually kind of easy. I could do this myself. I don't know why, just because when people understand how stuff works there and see the path of coding and modeling and so on, that they just start really thinking in their head, I can do this myself. This is actually so easy.
Yeah, that's laughable. I mean, I'm a small developer myself, and I did some mm, Unreal Engine, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's easy. It's easy, really. It's so the curve is so strange. The
Okay.
learning curve is extremely strange. So you have a really nice learning curve. Really, you learn really fast at the beginning. Then you
Yes.
hit a top, a hard top that it's so hard to pass through, and that's where many beginners fall off and drop, because when you start to understand that you need so much math and so much physics and so much logic, your world crashes. You're like, oh, so I actually needed all this stuff from school. Oh, so I actually needed to study this. Or if you do as our coding, IT coding stuff people say, spaghetti code, which means you
Yeah.
put everything in one page of code. It's messy. You can do that as a beginner. It's no one judges you as long as you make something good. There are many games done like this, and they are really good. But you can say something it's easy just because you learn the basic. Because the
Mm-hmm.
basic just to make Mario, it's easy. Following a guide, it's easy. Doing a game by yourself, it's not. Because you don't have a guide to tell you what to do. You don't have a guide to show you what you can do with that code of line. You have to imagine everything by yourself. So for example, I got stuck when I had to incorporate two matrices. I don't know if it's the right math term. It's a sheet of numbers in both cardinal directions, x and z, and I have to incorporate two of them one in one to be able to
All
make a
right.
hexagonal map.
Okay.
And that broke my head because I had no damn idea. I couldn't find anything on the internet related to what I needed. And I put the project on hold. I tried to do something easier. I thought, okay, maybe hexagonal grids are too hard for me to incorporate one another. I can make a normal grid with uh, random generating map. That's easy. But when you have to combine them and make another map based on that combination, it's not easy anymore. Because you have to do math between those two things. And if
Yep.
you don't know how to combine the math with the coding, it can be an issue. Actually, now that I say this, I realize maybe I can. Hmm. I'm gonna look back into the project, maybe.
No, 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 no. Don't fall into this rabbit hole. Thank you very much.
it
I
was.
totally believe you.
I
I
had a
really, I
really
do.
nice idea of a game, and I don't want to give up so soon. Maybe if I get a bit more experienced, I will do something more interesting. But yeah, game development is not easy. It looks easy, but it's not.
Yes, that's apparently really the thing. It looks easy, and as you said at the very beginning, you have early success, which makes you think that it will be just like that all the way through. And then later on, there's some sort of wall.
Yeah, and if you manage to pass through that wall, then again, it's extremely easy to learn again. because you implement that what you learn into what you're doing. You finish the side of the project with that mechanic. Let's call it mechanic of what you learned. You finish that, and then you hit another wall, and it's like that until you learn everything, at least the basic of it. Once you know the basic of a lot of things, starts get easier, because when you start writing, doing stuff, and get more experience, you remember how to do this, how to do that. You don't actually need to memorize everything like a book. Oh yeah, another thing, in Unreal Engine, you have this nice oversimplified thingy that instead of writing code, you make some boxes and you use those boxes. That's easy.
Yeah, I have seen that before.
That's really easy. And if you are not making a complex game, you can definitely make a game with that. Like a really basic game, it's so doable with that. But when you start...
Well, a multiplayer seems to be the next level on top, and this is where I say, yep, definitely.
Well, the multiplayer
New World
is...
was failing on that.
With the multiplayer, it's another story, because you don't need only to make the game. There is the database. You need to know how to make databases. You need to know
Yep,
how to make networking. You need to know how to make
right.
crypting stuff to keep the password of players.
Yep, and
It's...
with that, New World was just, this is where their team apparently fall completely apart.
yeah, like making a game, it's a thing. Then what comes next? It's the real challenge. I mean, for an online game. I started to
To
get the
me,
hang
it
of it.
just didn't show very much respect, to be fair. Amazon just wanted to have a piece of this cake, of this gaming cake, to be part of it and such, but coming up with a team that didn't even have this much experience in the meta.
I mean, in the end, they managed to do something.
Yes, and it will be forever. I mean, congratulations.
Yeah.
This is your achievement.
Come on, no belts. Where are my belts? I just got 3 yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and now nothing.
So greedy.
It's BDO. I have to be greedy.
Exactly, it's BDO. There are days where you have belts thrown at you, and on others, nothing happens in 2 hours.
I wanted at least one belt in 2 hours.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna cry, and I already cried with that thing today. The spicy thing. Oh my god. It's making me laugh each time I remember. Guys, don't eat Asian food that it's on the label says 2 times spicier. Don't do that, trust me.
It will just produce pain.
It will produce more than pain. But yeah, some games have good launches. and some games doesn't. When they are cocky and they want to show off.
Yeah, making this statement was really like, oof, guys.
Well, at least. Actually, no. I'm pretty.
What?
Last Epoch definitely had a lot of changes during the
Early access?
early access, yes. I'm pretty sure about that. I just wanted to say that at least Last Epoch didn't had changes during the early access or betas, but they had, and they didn't launch with bad stuff. I wanted to make a oh, there is a boss. I wanted to make a reference to another game, hashtag MMO or slash
Sure.
MMO, that we kind of wanted to play, but now I can't recall the name. The MMO that had the auto play for mobile stuff thingy. Remember?
Thorn and Liberty?
Throne and Liberty, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Damn, that was actually the first game that had 3 major changes before launch. I mean, they launched in Korea, I think. I don't know where they launched already.
Yeah, it launched and it bombed, and I say it's deserved.
Well, I mean, they were an isometric game. People were mad about that, so they changed to an MMORPG. And people were mad to that too because it was a mobile game.
Huh? No, it was always supposed to be an MMO.
Yes, but auto fighting, auto farming, it's
Yeah,
MMO
exactly. Yeah,
logic. I mean,
but it's not MMO logic. This is mobile game
mobile
logic.
logic. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yep, and that's why people got mad because like this is your next MMO. What has happened?
Like all the changes. I mean, cinematic, trailer, all this stuff looked really nice and catching. Not gonna lie. I was like, ooh, a lot of players fighting here. Ooh, this boss looks really nice. Ooh, these sieges are looking spicy. You can transform in animals and stuff. Nice, nice. Interesting catching. And then you can play AFK. That was like a trebuchet hitting me right in the head.
Yup. Nah, with the trailers of Throne and Liberty, I actually get really mad. Because there you see that in theory, apparently, they do know what players would like to have. They have marketed their games with the trailers in this particular way because they knew this is actually what players would like to see and with what they can hook them up in order to make them play. So,
Yeah.
if you know it, and if you design your whole trailer like that, what the F is the issue that you can't just then make a game like that? Because in some sort of way, you do know. You're not completely oblivious about this fact. Your whole marketing department does know it. Why not the game development studio? Because, for me, at this point, this is mocking. This is pure mocking.
Yes. I can
You
agree with
do
that.
know. Otherwise, the trailer wouldn't look like that. If you think that we actually want mobile game aspects in an MMO to have easy play with a freaking tap targeting combat system, nothing actioning, yeah, then please market it this way. If you think so hard that this is the right way to do, if this is modern and such, then go on. Give me a trailer. Give me an honest trailer. What's the deal?
I was kind of disappointed, to be honest. I had a bit of hopes for the game. I was like, oh my
Many
god.
had. After all, this was like what? 8+ years in development?
A bit
Back,
less
back,
because they changed the game halfway through.
it doesn't matter that they changed it. They're still for a good amount of time. For several years in development. It just shows how apparently they were really unoriginal, you could say. Or how much they struggled with an actual vision of their own project. Instead of having one, some sort of original thought. They were just bending the project left and right to this or that, depending on what sort of trend appeared in particular years.
That was a bit
Because
not
as you
nice.
said, at the very beginning, it was isometric. It looked like a freaking Lost Ark clone. So this was their first, under quotation marks, original thought to
Yeah.
make a Lost Ark clone.
And then
Later
Lost
on,
Ark
then
came and they said, okay, let's
exactly,
change because we're gonna lose everything.
exactly. Then Lost Ark was there, and for some sort of reason, they decided now it would be a bad idea to have something so similar, or we cannot beat Lost Ark.
Yeah, they can compete with Lost Ark.
Yeah, most likely like this. We cannot compete enough, so we need to change the whole concept. Alright, then what's the other thing that we can copy? Where do we go next? Then I would say they had something. And then the rise of mobile gaming came along.
Nah. They
So
were
they
like, oh.
incorporated this into their whole system of a freaking MMO.
I
And if
mean,
you're this unoriginal, if you are bending your own idea like this, like a spaghetti, left and right, yeah, of course it will fail. Because you couldn't even believe in your own project yourself. Why would the players do? This is something half-baked. Among the reasons why Ashes will not fail, because we already have a game development team and a creative director who is so adamant and clear about his own vision, saying it on multiple occasions. Guys, we have a clear vision for our game. Of course, we take in your feedback. It is very important for us, but we will adjust it and see if it fits into our own concept or not. And if it's not, yeah, then sorry, guys. We will not compromise our vision that much.
yeah, I mean, if they had the money to change the whole game, that's a bit strange that. I mean, what kind of company is that have the budget to change from a game to another? Or how much the game was finished by then that they. I mean, okay, they reuse some of the meshes, some of the characters, animals and mobs, definitely. But who knows? Yo, no. Bro. Thank you. 1 hour wasted.
What the heck?
I forgot the loot scroll.
What? But I
Yes.
told you at least twice.
I
You even
clicked on
asked
it,
me,
but
what did you say? And I said loot scroll, and you were like, yeah, I have that.
thank you so much, man.
How is this I Fox, because
Man.
of you, I will buy me a second monitor. I swear, really. Just because of this, I will do a second monitor. I mean, I say it twice to you. Twice! And you tell me, yeah, all good.
Oh, these guys are.
It's fine, yeah. Apparently we need to find some new people.
Man, how? And I checked it. I swear I checked it.
I know!
Man, one
We were
hour.
going over everything. Agris, loot scroll, alchemy stone, talking to your black spirit. We made the whole checklist. So yeah, but I know this sort of, let's call it a bug, but it's not really one, that even though you activate it, don't trust the bloody window that tells you about level 2. Always look the little icon if it's shiny and on 2 and circling and yellow. Never trust the window.
Now I
What?
have to wait 3 minutes before I can turn it off. Man.
It's fine. We have 3 people.
If I
We just need 2
reconnect.
more. No, it's good, really. So, what do we have? Guys in upper?
I kind of got half of the loot.
Okay. Yeah, also get a bit attuned with the numbers. Like, know what sort of numbers should be there on the trash loot, or what your pets are picking up, so that you know, wait, why does this say 2, 4? This should be 6, 8.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I saw big numbers and I was like, oh, 17,
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. Okay, let's see. Maybe we get a shine now.
Can I stop this now? 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Wow, that's on point.
Your fox is so big.
Yes.
Well, that's really nice.
It pats my head.
It
Almost.
can yum your head.
But at least I'm big as your.
Lord. Wait, move around. Go left and right. Okay. I don't know. You moved before exactly in the sort of way, like it looked like as if this thing is moving the head
This
according to your
thing?
position.
This thing?
Yeah, the fox spirit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I forget the loot scroll sometimes too, but at least I noticed that after a few minutes, but not after 1 hour. Usually I double check everything during while I grind, but I don't know, today I got so distracted by the subject that I didn't look at anything. Didn't recheck Agris if it's working, didn't check buffs.
You trusted the window too much. That's the thing. You had the window, it said activate level 2, you said enter, and you thought that's it. No.
Yeah.
That that is yeah, something in BDO you need to know. Always look on the circular icon, never trust the window. Now I'm totally out. What was my last sentence? Where were we?
Yeah, I forgot the line too.
Wait. I see a shy. I see a person. Would you stop bumping me?
But it does make an interesting sound.
Dude, stop being embarrassing in front of other people. This is even a guild master. Will you behave yourself? Okay, hey, at least we have a shy.
Ooh.
Noise. Okay. So if you want, talk again with your black spirit, but I guess your energy's out.
I still have 150, but it's fine.
Okay, if you want. I mean,
I'm
like,
gonna lose this percentage anyway. Once if I die, it's... Oh, by the way, did you know that the fairy doesn't protect you with the buff if you die from the desert debuff?
Yeah. This is the loophole.
I went AFK in the desert. Okay, I just go to the bathroom really quick.
This is how it starts.
And then I come back and I was dead and I was like, who the killed me?
Who the killed me? I killed myself. Damn.
Did they kill my horse too? Because I was on the horse. Yes, I go in the desert with my horse because I hate that camel. And then I go around, I check the mobs, horse is alive. And I was like, okay. Is this like it should be happening? Oh, the debuff.
Yeah, nah, the desert debuff is a loophole in this fairy logic stuff.
Bro.
Especially for you, because your HP is also still so low that, yeah, it definitely kills you.
Doesn't it do percentage HP? Or it's a fixed number? We have a Musa, yes!
No, that's
I
a
have
good
to pull
question.
anything anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, if your fairy heals strong enough, plus you have like 6k, it is way better than just having 2.
What 6k?
HP.
Ah, yeah, of course. It's always better to have more HP, but yeah, I still have to do the logs. I still have to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, step by step. I mean, you're a beginner.
I want to
There's
do at
much
least
to
the
do.
log with that gives me 600 HP.
Yeah,
attack
you
a
have.
lot.
No, it's a must. It's a must. Also, if you want any sort of PvP fight, this is necessary.
They one-shot me anyway.
Still.
Unless they're being kind and hit me with the less damaging spells, you know. But let's be honest, it's PvP.
Look, you don't have to be an absolute frontliner, okay? At the very beginning, even I started like this. You can just be, I mean, I'm anyways in the back, but you know, you can just be more in the back line and focus on the people that break through the front line, that are pestering your allies, your people, and help them to get rid of them sooner because you're focusing on these plebs.
Yeah.
Instead of just being too much front line and engaging with other people that are highly geared and to deal with the opponent's front line. No, that's the wrong approach at the beginning. But you can be still very helpful in PvP by helping that the people who break through are getting killed in the backline fast enough.
Everyone kills me.
Ay. Come on, you are Mego. You are the wind. You're breezy. Just be a
That's
slippery
what I
snake.
wish. Then when I'm in fight and I see some enemies in front of me, like what skill, what press F, no E and I
Yeah,
press E,
exactly. You're just still overwhelmed over your own skills.
and I press E, and I'm locked into an animation for 5 seconds, and then I can't do anything else.
It
I need to
needs a lot
decide to
of
activate that
experience.
skill because that skill is suicide for me.
We need to pull a bit better. We're a bit messy at the moment.
One more thing that I want to disable in this game is the double tap for rolls. I hate that. I want to move just 2 pixels closer, I press double tap, and it rolls.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. So now let me try to remember where have we left off.
Mm-hmm. You.
Ah, Throne and Liberty.
Yeah, Tron and Liberty, but where in Tron and Liberty? We talked about how game development work, and then I don't
Yeah,
remember.
how they don't have an own vision
Oh yeah, yeah, don't vision
at
about their own
all.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just working the game to whatever sort of side in order to fulfill some trends. Instead, that they just had a clear vision for themselves what they wanted to do and followed it.
Do I have my scroll on? Yes. Yeah, but many developers do this. They just go with the trend. They make a game that lasts a bit, or it's a fail from the beginning because they are too late. And yeah, where is the Musa? Why I have to pull?
It's just sad after all NCSoft is a AAA game studio. They were around long enough where you could think, yep, they know what they do. They can come up with something on their own. They don't need to follow trends so that they survive or something. You know, they should be the ones making the trend. A company like this.
Oh, yeah, but you know how companies or big companies are afraid to make new games because
Right
they
now,
don't
yeah.
want to risk.
Yeah, because they're all too deep in the rabbit hole of being an enterprise. They have investors and a board of suit. They are more corporate than anything.
Is the shy giving empty life?
What?
Max life, but it's not directly filled. I don't know how to explain. Increases your life with, for example, 100, but doesn't add 100. It just increases the max.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Okay, sometimes I see that we all don't have HP, and are we all taking damage?
Kinda. Well, you might remember.
Hmm.
There was even a similar thing with another game that couldn't have its own vision. And you and me were also a bit excited for it because it should have been the successor to something that was
Oh, the copy of
a
Terra.
game. Exactly.
Ah,
Alien.
I to be honest, I even forgot the name. I even forgot that I played that, but that was laughable. I can't say more than that. That was really laughable. Like at least use other mobs, other everything else if you want to make a different game.
Right, they copy pasted their own mobs from Terra and just put it there.
I mean, wasn't all this drama with Terra at the beginning or at some point that all the assets from Terra was kind of stolen or something? Or like the game was bought?
That is the drama around Terra.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. There was even a major lawsuit happening.
I mean, maybe they thought, oh, I mean, we won the lawsuit. We bought the games assets and everything. Why not still using them? Why wasting money?
I've got no idea. Honestly, I don't even know what they tried to achieve with Alien. All this money that they wasted on this bloody game should have gone into Terra itself.
Oh yeah,
Instead that we got their new content and the people who were at that time still playing had something new or at least something that boosted perhaps player numbers. Nah, they wasted all of this funding for something that was total garbage.
but to be honest, Terra need to be made from the beginning. Like a new mechanic needed to be added, and instead to add mechanic on an old engine, they could have done a new game like Elion, but same mechanics, gameplay mechanics as Terra, because the fight was the cream of the crop, and then new stuff to do, like actual PvP, uh, open world content, GVG, and maybe some improvement to dungeons, to some other stuff things. There could be a lot of improvements to do, but I think that was their attempt to win some easy money. But yeah, it didn't work.
They tried something, but as you said, it was just laughable. It was horrendous, actually. They were not in any way capable of doing what was done in Terra. This combat system alone. This was such a step backwards.
Yeah, that was a huge step backwards. I was like, is this really happening? When I played it,
Yep. This actually just proved that Terra really was stolen in the way that this combat system was stolen. And what was it? Bluehole Studio. Yep. No, don't fall off on die fall off. What? And Bluehole Studio just got their hands on the combat system, designed some sort of world around it, called it an MMO, and then released it.
yeah, the combat system
Yeah,
was huge. That's the only thing about Terra that was good, and I think everyone can confirm
yeah,
that.
it is the very reason why this game survived that long, because people were absolutely hooked on the combat system. And when they made Alien, it was just so obvious that, yeah, you guys did not do that because look at you. You can't even make it. You can't make a successor.
I mean, it's like they never played Terra. They just made the game, left it in some hands to add some content, because that's what they only did. Add new items, add new copy paste
They
bosses, sorry,
literally, yeah.
and copy paste some bosses, and add some dungeons. Like, for example, when the new island, floating island appeared now at the kind of ending of the game.
You
First boss was a copy, second boss was a copy of another boss. Come on, man, you can't do this shit.
you can and they did.
I mean, of course you can, but I think they lost so many players back then.
They did. We know. We were there.
Need to be appreciated that they tried to do some new bosses, but those new bosses were so stupid, and the mechanic was so misleading. So yeah, a lot of players gave up because you actually needed to do those dungeons, and many players tried to cheese stuff with better players. And
I just remember when I saw the combat system of Alien for the first time, I was actually really laughing.
oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Of course, I was watching the healer. This was the thing that interested me the most. Wanted to see, okay, how does their next game deal with healer classes? And then I saw this character with this freaking Harry Potter wand
Well,
going from left to right side while the character is connected to apparently the person that receives the healing
ah
and
yeah.
has this bond there.
I tried the Lancer if I remember right. And I was so used with the Lancer in Terra that I tried to do so many cancel animation and I was like, I'm blocking the animations now. What is this? This is not Terra. This is not the successor. This is the predecessor.
Totally, really. Yeah, you know, you're absolutely right. From the combat system alone, you would have never guessed that this is the game that came after Terra. You would have thought, okay, this was the first one, and then later came Terra.
Yeah. I actually felt bad when I saw that. I laughed at the game, yeah, but deep down I was sad because the game I loved so much won't have a succession.
Nah, it did not have. But I could not understand people. I could not understand why so many people got really hyped for it. I was just pointing fingers all the time to the trailers, being like, do you see what I see? Because this is ridiculous. Does this look good to you? I mean, just look at the healer, you know? You run around like with grandma's needle, and there's a thread tightening you with your target together to make it absolutely visible that, yep, this is my healing target. Does everyone see this is my healing target?
Actually, do you know about the guy that remade the skills from Terra in Unreal Engine 5?
Dude, I have seen so many videos. I've seen even one from a dude that really made an enhancement to the combat system. He just threw, because as we know, Terra was not very protective about their files at all. You could just copy paste everything into the engine and you basically had the game. And someone was just doing that with the combat for what was it, Warrior and Zerka, I believe, and he
Yes.
just showed off what the heck would be possible in Unreal Engine. What was it, 4 or the early 5? What you could do there if you would port the game to this engine and yeah, make an enhanced version. When I saw it, I was just like, damn, really, damn.
Yeah, I'm
And
talking exactly about that.
okay, then we okay, we have the same thought. That is nice as always.
That when I saw the Berserker
It was
on that,
something in purple blue,
for
right?
me,
Something with purple blue skills all of a sudden
no,
and
that was
super
Warrior.
sparky. Okay, that was Warrior.
So when I saw that and how Terra could have been, I lost all, all the hopes for the game. I actually was depressed for a few days because of
I
that
believe
videos.
you.
It felt so good just to watch that video. I was watching the video more than playing the game.
Yeah, no, I remember too. It looked damn amazing.
Actually, I'm
It
gonna
was
search for that.
it was like modern and it had more spice. The skills looked brilliant.
These people kind of slack on proper grouping mobs.
Yeah, so be it. But hey, after all, we have a shy, so this makes up for it a bit.
Oops.
And whenever I see such videos, I'm asking myself, why is it that independent people need to show this? Why can't it be that, the actual owners of the game come up with such an idea? Because let's say, okay, you don't have a good idea for the next game. Then go the safe route. So be it. But why doing it so messily? If there's no vision for you for a next generation game, alright, then just grab what you have, throw it into the next engine, and just polish it up and call it 2. Number 2, Terra 2.
It's just poor management. Poor management, sorry. Come on, dear Musa. Use your dashes. You have so many dashes. Don't make me dash around. Let's try to go this way. I really have to do that. I don't like. Cool.
Come on, it's not that bad.
It is not, but don't. I'm just
Oof,
lazy.
I'm too heavy.
Yep, found it.
Where? What?
The video with Terra.
Okay, yeah, of course, the internet doesn't forget.
Oh, pets no food. Feed all. Go to work, my pets. Oh, someone is fooding because I wasn't there.
See? Easy.
I need to feed my pets.
Yep, that's important too.
Pew! I'm gonna do that again. Almost fell down. But now I deserve not getting a belt.
What?
I mean, I forgot the scroll for 1 hour. I deserve that.
Right, there's a boss.
In what language are the character casting skills in this game? I
In
wonder.
BDO?
Yes.
Uh, to me it sounds like gibberish. I don't think that it is something specific.
Okay. I mean, mine actually says some words like Sato Sato, Kuroni.
Oh, okay, yeah, then I would suspect there's some Korean lines.
Sena, for example, again another one. And I keep hearing. I want to increase the pitch a bit to see how it sounds like.
No, thanks.
You won't notice, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do little by little so you don't get to notice it quickly.
I see.
Slowly but surely, you know?
Uh-huh.
I really did it twice. Did you notice it? No.
Fair enough then.
Not for just but for just for the fun of being one. I'm cunning. I'm sly. I'm I'm always doing what I want. No, no, nice. I want to buy for the potion, but I'm too lazy and I don't have much time. So nice to pink a shy and a moose. I'm waiting for the slower classes to pull. Oh. Sadly, if I come here with my shy, I'm gonna get one-shot by everything.
With your gear, yes.
And well, I'm not even fan because I didn't increase it. I was like, okay, there is no reason to increase the gear on her. Since I'm just only gonna get her. And if I want to do something, I have to get that gear that I don't remember. Something with M. It decreases everything, time, speed.
Did you play or watch Final Fantasy 16?
I tried.
Okay, how
I
come?
actually tried. Because I like the aspect of the game.
Okay.
I don't mind the combat as much as people hate it. I mean, true MMO players hate it. Because, yeah, it's kind of slow and yeah, it's a strange combat system, but I like the mechanics of the dungeons. It's really PvE focused, so I tried that for that reason. I played a bit, and the storyline was so long, and I got so bored, and I stopped.
I think you mistook my number. What you just said is for Final Fantasy 14, right? The MMO. And
Ah,
I asked you, have you played or watched 16?
no, I. There are so many numbers. When I'm gonna have a kid, he will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 69." Mm-hmm. Not with
Yeah,
my child. When I was a kid, there was Final Fantasy 1. But what do
Grandpa,
you know?
you're old.
Oh my god, the spice is kicking in. I need to open my window.
Still? How?
It's my belly.
Oof. No, I was watching it. I mean, I would have played it, really. But as always, of course, it doesn't get ported to the PC right away. It had to be a console exclusive.
That's another thing that I don't understand.
Me neither.
Consoles, it's like, what? Why?
But I understand it because, I mean, the Final Fantasy IP was always on a console. This is like their trademark. this is one of the games made to sell consoles is a prime aspect. What I don't get it is up to this point, why can't you just have it on both platforms? I mean, there are enough fans around, and you would make so much more money if you just port it right away on both platforms. Because honestly, all the people that want to play it too, but are like PC master race, what they do is, yep, they follow the Let's Plays on Twitch or YouTube. And then that's it. They never gave you the real money that they would, never touched it themselves. They were just spoiling themselves up with videos. Like I did.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't play a game, like for example, I'm not watching anything related to God of War. Just for this reason.
Okay.
So it's that's I don't understand why people invented the console. I understand like the small consoles, that it's portable stuff. Yes, that's convenient. But why consoles?
Simple, because console was on the TV, which was before computer. It is the older
Yeah,
model.
okay, but now it's exaggerated. Like you have to play
Nah,
the
nah.
console.
I mean, just look at the size of TVs these days. Dude, as much as I love PC and as much as I am an elitist about it, being like, yeah, PC master race, but it is a feeling if you have these super large inch TVs in front of you, you just click in a console and you play a game like this. This is really also some sort of adventure. You can't underestimate that, really not. So I get it. I get it. And not everybody wants to have the PC. Some people just love it like this in that way more than on a monitor. All right.
But you can
Fair.
do this with PC too.
Yes, you can, but not necessarily. And it is just another feeling of gaming. If you have a joystick there in your hands and yeah, this really large TV screen.
But you can have a joystick on PC too.
Fox, I swear.
You can do everything a console can do and more.
Yes and no. The biggest plus point of a console is, that it has a fixed up spec. If you make a game that you know absolutely what you can do and what you cannot do, because yeah, this is the sort of graphic card that it has. This is like the RAM and the CPU it supplies to you.
Okay.
With a game, you can go for a certain type, but all of your consumers have their individual spec. You cannot guarantee that this really works flawlessly because yeah, everybody has their own PC. While with the console, everyone has the same console. It's the same spec. It can only perform like that.
Yeah, but then it's the
Well,
same thing. You still have the shy man. I can't.
What? What?
Got the
What?
belt. Someone got the belt.
Yeah, probably the shy.
But I think you still have to rebuy a new console at some point. You still have to do that. And consoles break because you can't open them to clean them.
Sure, but if a certain game is made for a certain console like PS5, then all the games for PS5 they work very well because the developers knew exactly with what sort of spec they are dealing with.
In
Oops.
30 FPS, yes.
Come on.
You want a good looking game? You don't play in 30 FPS on a platform that it's limited on 30 FPS.
Oof, 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 oof. Come on.
I can be so much worse than this with consoles.
I know. This is why, I am with you. I'm also a PC elitist. But I just get it that there are many aspects to gaming, and some people like it this way, and others
The
like
only
us.
plus, in my opinion, for a console is the simplicity. You just have plug and play.
Right, okay, that's a point.
That's the only plus a console can have. And if you complain, oh, this game looks so awesome, play it on PC and then we talk. And when you have PS1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you have a PS4 game, you can't play that game on PS5 because it's PS4 game. You need a PS5 version of the game to work.
That depends. I mean, if it is PS4 and then to 5, that can still work. That the previous generation also works on the next one. Everything under
Yeah, okay, let's say
the
with 4
latest.
and 5 they kind of fixed this issue, but from
Exactly.
1 to 3 and with the new 4 when it launched, for me, if I was a console user, I would have trashed that instantly. I don't want to bother with 5 consoles in my house to play games.
Well, that's why at one point all the games before for the 1, 2, 3, they are uploaded in a cloud, and like this you can still play them.
Ah, yeah, the famous cloud that guess what? You have to pay for it.
Yes! Yeah, no, this is exactly where it breaks for me, this whole console
And
stuff,
then
because all the services, all the convenience is just behind a paywall.
did you pay monthly? Okay,
That too.
so in time you get this the same price as as a really good PC build. Let's not talk about Xbox that you had to pay for the servers too.
Yes. Let's not talk about that.
I mean, I don't mind when someone comes to me. I like console because it's more convenient. Okay, we finished everything, all the talk. You won. If you tell me I like console because it's better graphic, fuck off, man. All I can say. Then on PC you can mod it. You can have different stuff, free mods. To get the mod on console, you have to crack the console. I think I don't remember how it works or how it worked in the past. And if you do that, oh look, you don't get any support anymore from PlayStation.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's same with phones. For me, phones are another stupid thing.
Oh, please, let's not start with mobile games. Holy damn.
Not mobile games, but just the device.
True.
For example, iPhone. The only acknowledge that I have for iPhone is from 9 to 10, that they implemented some really good stuff. But from small numbers like from 10 to 11, it's kind of the same stuff, just a bit of things and the exorbitant amount of money. And no, it's not just iPhone, it's all phone industry companies, big companies, but it's kind of a scam in my opinion.
Yep, I'm right there with you.
But that's kind of our fault in a way. I mean, if we accept this kind of behavior from companies, we have to live with that. As if people will be like, no, I'm not gonna buy a 500 phone that has the same specs as my old one. After 3 years, I have this one. No. But people does buy it because it's new and they want to show off they have money. Oh, I just remembered I have TP on this class.
Yes.
I pressed by mistake Q, and I TP'd back and I was, what the heck happened?
Huh.
And I kinda not using it that much since, yeah, it's not that good for PvE. So, yeah.
Well, when we go back to topic,
Yeah.
yep, I was not playing Final Fantasy 16 myself. I was just following a Let's Play on YouTube, but I really liked it. If they would have given me the opportunity to play this actually, if there would have been a PC port to Windows right away, yep, they could have gotten my money.
It's still a turn-based game.
No,
I
gosh,
don't. Trust me. I didn't
okay.
follow since Final Fantasy V or something.
Okay, no, 16 is really nice. They made a
Mm.
total different,
Mm.
and I mean not total, but they made a different approach. This combat system really leans in more towards a Devil May Cry game. Very actioning, very floaty, very dynamic, and you even switch between specs like flames and fire. There's a back story to that, but I'm not pestering you with this. So that is really satisfying. And all in all, what brought me to the game was because, yeah, among all of the games that we have talked today, this was the only one where for the first time in a way I was like, these people, Square Enix, they are proud of their... Dude, you need to mute yourself. Dude, mute yourself. Okay.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Now, if this becomes a short, you deserve it.
no, that was muted. Mm-mm. When I see the door opening, that's a fast press on mute button.
I don't know, just throw your cable out. I don't know, really. Some emergency something.
Yeah, I have that. I have my button.
That did
Only
not
you
work.
can hear it. Only you can hear it, trust me.
Okay.
I mean, if I know that she will laugh, I'm gonna not mute, but because the laugh it's a hard sell, you know.
Oof, 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 oof.
I mean, I don't know if you remember that sometimes when I was few years ago when she was laughing and I didn't have the door out of my room, you definitely could hear her.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I remember these days.
Yeah. Okay, so where we were left? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 16, the launch, right?
Yes.
But is that the multiplayer too?
No, I don't think that it has multiplayer aspects.
Then it's a bit
This
hard
is
to
it.
compare. I mean, single player games are way more forgiving.
yes, you are right. But still, for me, it was just showing that after a while, a game company can actually be proud of their product.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like,
once you get to 16 number on your game, definitely.
true, but even in MMOs, I mean, we just see it. Something that was pretty successful when they attempt for the number 2, all of a sudden they can't get it together anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of cocky when they do that. They are like, oh, but I can't do this. I know it's not gonna happen anything bad. We are well prepared. I heard that too many times.
Yes. Well, have you been around YouTube when Square Enix was dropping the demo for 16?
I don't get anything about Final Fantasy in my feed. Strangely.
Okay. Alright, then I'm just gonna tell you. So, last year, at the beginning of summer, it was like 2 to 3 weeks before they made the actual launch, they were dropping a demo, and it was 2 hours long. And this one became really viral since they showed you stuff where other companies they would have stopped. They gave you the epilogue. No, what was it? No, the prologue. Sorry, they gave you the prologue to the game, like when the main character, when all of this was starting with him, and it was really well executed. First of all, it was not just, the Asian version of it. It was also there in English, and it was even there in German.
Wow.
Yep. And the voice acting in all three of these versions were bloody good. Like, really, to the T. So YouTube at that point was just exploding with praises that look at this. There's a company that gives you a demo of their game to an extent where other companies would have been like, nah, let's just do 45 minutes and that's it. Create some sort of hype and we are done. No, you had full 2 hours in major languages and it was truly captivating. I
That's
was listening a bit to the German one, but as always, I can't listen too much to it because I don't know, I still get in my head like cringe.
yeah,
But
same for
I
me.
don't know why, it's fine enough. I completely had it with English and it hooked me. It hooked me so much. I just knew, okay, I can't play this game on my own, so be it, bloody console. But as soon as the actual release is here, I will search for any
Uh,
sort of Let's Play that does not have some sort of commentary, gives me pure gameplay only, and I will absorb this.
does people still do gameplay without commentary?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm surprised.
And totally with success because, yeah, the one that I have found, this was something in 4K. No commentary whatsoever. Just pure gameplay, and this had like a few thousand clicks immediately.
Oh, nice. But I mean, I think you can do this only with games that are really, really uh, story driven.
Driven, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, with a Final Fantasy game, it's a bit cheating because they really know how to do a story. They know how to present it, and you
Why?
get so hooked.
Why
What?
people follow me? Mobs follow me?
I don't know. Because you're pretty fox, and that's why.
Do I need to put the kitty? Why I'm slow?
You're heavy.
No.
Okay.
Another belt!
Not for you.
Come on, 10 minutes left.
Damn.
One belt, please. Maybe if you're kind, this trash game will give it to you, no? I don't know how kind that sounded, but whatever.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, I remember.
What?
I remember I played Final Fantasy. I don't remember the number. It was an old one, around 1-digit game. And it was like, oh, what is this combat? You have to do this and then that. I was a bit alienated by that. I was
Yeah,
a
the
bit,
originals were turn-based.
yeah. Maybe I am gonna watch something about Final Fantasy. What do you think about the MMO of Final Fantasy?
Fan service.
Except that, I know it's not PvP and you don't like that because of that, most probably.
Yeah, I can only say I think it is decent. It's decent enough, and for some people, definitely a really good game when you love PvE, when you love a combat that bombards you, yes, with a lot of skills, but not with so much mobility. And because you don't have so much mobility, in order to not bored, you can click on 25 skills consecutively.
I'm kind of tempted. I mean, I was kind of tempted to get to the end game, do the hardest raids with 20 people, stuff like that, and watch Netflix series while I'm doing those.
What the?
Yes, because I was so into Terra back then that I was cocky enough to say that I can do all the dungeons. I mean, I can do all the mechanics in that game and watch Netflix at the same time. Now, can I do that? Probably, probably not. I want to try it, not anymore. It's too much for me.
With more PvP, I would have been there. After all, it is a game that has the Holy Trinity. It is a game that presents you with healer classes. Thank you so much. But yeah, not enough PvP. And not enough action combat.
I mean, it's kinda action combat, kinda, right? But it's too slow with deleting all the action combat from the combat.
Uh-huh. You know, some other games with a real action combat that would pass by and be like, hey there, eat my dust.
Imagine a Wusa going
Yeah, see?
next to all the combat there, and all the Final Fantasy player. What was that? Did you see a flash?
Yes, me too.
There is a guy that do some interesting videos. I don't remember his name. Asmoncord did some reacts to him.
Does he have like a chibi character with red hair?
Yes.
Yes, I know. Yeah, see, this is for what Final Fantasy 14 is good, that you make entertainment videos because they have a richer PvE content. I know, I have seen these videos as well. I think you refer to the one where he makes this attempt of beating
The
a
tower?
record of a tower, yeah?
Yes! Not only that, I've seen probably 5 or so videos from him.
Okay, no, to me the tower one is what remains in my head because the best thing is really the very end spoilers when he does all of this stuff and for the video it is really entertaining, but imagine each and every day this is what you do for weeks and weeks.
Yep.
What an MMO. And then the one guy, because he made some sort of detective search of who is the actual person holding up this record. This original dude just comes back after he made the video where he was beating this artificial score and just beating him
Yeah, that's
within
painful.
a day. Within one day.
Really painful to see that.
It was hilarious. It was just really hilarious. All of the effort with the jumping puzzle that he goes up there, counting every second, every millisecond.
Wait, pinned?
Uh,
Let me check if
yeah,
it's actually pinned. Yes, it's him! It's pinned!
easy.
What a legend, man. What a legend.
Then just say the name so that we have a clear reference. And we
Yeah.
do not just talk out of our arses.
Yeah. It's really nice to watch Pinn's videos. I mean, it's entertaining, it's not boring, and it's funny.
Yeah.
And even if you don't know anything about the game, you still understand everything
Yeah, you
almost.
don't need to know anything about the game because it's just like, there's a tower and this tower has a puzzle game. All of us, we have encountered this kind of stuff. Even Guild Wars 2 has these things. And then you see what sort of effort he is putting in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Only,
just doing that for.
only that in the end, this dude comes back with the original score, and what he was beating him by like 2-3 seconds, and he was totally proud of it after over a month of trying and trying.
I think he did a sequel that.
Then the other dude comes back within one day and just beats what he achieved by over 10 seconds difference.
Yeah. The game is kind of big, even if it's just PvE content. Any PvE pleb definitely should try the game. Since you have everything, you have
It has enough content. I
You
mean,
have
you have your
roleplay, yeah.
stickies, you have roleplay, exactly. I mean, roleplaying there is a pretty large line.
Oh, that's a huge variety of role playing that you can do in that game.
Yup.
I mean, even World of Warcraft has some, but I mean, kind of all games have, but depends.
If the
Igne,
games allow it.
Igne says, if I wasn't playing Black Desert, I would mostly likely be playing Final Fantasy. Yes, probably me too. I mean, it's
At this
catching.
point in time, yeah, probably. If video wouldn't be there at all, then yeah, this would be the one time in my life where I'd just be like, okay, I'm defeated, let's go to the PvE game. At least I can be a healer.
I think you could survive 1 or 2 years in that game, even without PvP, since you have a lot of stuff that you can enjoy. You actually, I
Yeah,
don't think you
as
are.
long as there's enough copium
Oh,
on a monthly basis that I can survive, yes. As long as I see the silver lining on the horizon.
the silver lining will always be there. Should I pop another item collection scroll? Since I think this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the.
you can. Yeah, no, these people wanna go. So why not? And we are still fast enough.
I have 2 more hours of grinding for this spot. I mean, like, I think 5 minutes left for them. But at least I
Okay,
can
no idea.
deactivate the scroll, so I don't mind if I.
Yup. Yeah, I don't mind at all.
If only Final Fantasy had good PvP. I think it had
Right
some
now,
PvP, right?
yeah, right now they implemented some sort of battlegrounds. I saw the videos, and all that I can say is cute.
Phew.
You know, you are in some sort of map. I don't know, it was either a 3 versus 3 or 5 versus 5. They start on opposite ends and they meet up in the middle. That's about it.
Yeah, but the combat system with slow pace combat, it's a bit strange for PvP in my opinion.
It would work if you don't know better. This is what I can say. But after Terra, after BDO, and even after a niche game like Swords of Legend, uh, 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 I am spoiled. I am just spoiled with a certain pace of speed.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could kinda uh, fill your dopamine with some other games that are phase-based, not necessarily an MMO, but let's say for example Osu. When I needed to increase my my speedy needs in a game, I just played the game of Osu on a really high level for a bit until my hands were sore. And in a
Right?
way, kinda.
Even also were actioning. And you saw what sort of people were there. Like speed demons, actual speed demons.
When I see what songs I can play and when I see other players that can do some impossible tracks, I'm like, what the heck, man? Do you learn the song? Do you memorize in sleep all the notes? What are you doing? Because the most I could do, like, was, let's say, 6 7 stars, but that were going to CD rating. I was really bad. I was able to finish them, but oh my god, my hands were crying. You know those memes for boys that if you have like the left arm buff, you are doing certain things?
Oh my god, you really wanna go there?
Yeah, that's for also too. If you have the right arm buff, you play also.
Sure.
And you have the 2 fingers from your left arm buff, you play also. 2 fingers. That could mean other stuff, but let's stick with also.
Yeah, let's remain family friendly, okay?
I said also. Let's not think
Sure.
at other things.
Mm. Now, for future games, I really hope that it is there now in the industry that please we live in a timeline where people are searching for dynamic combat systems.
Unnecessary fast, but not slow. But dynamic. Definitely we need a dynamic combat system. Something that you can react and is not RNG, and you have a decent way to customize your playstyle and your class. That's why we high on copium about certain game.
That, and also it just shows at the moment, yeah, other games that are successful right now, what do they have? Look at Sekiro. Look at Elden Ring. That's why I am actually really hella glad that Throne and Liberty was bombing. That this was a clear sign for don't give us this sort of garbage. This is old school. We don't need this anymore. We don't want it either.
I don't mind.
I do mind.
No. Let me finish. I don't mind a bit of action top target. I mean, depends what kind of top target. It's just I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, I get you. After, I mean,
If it's
Soldier's
just
Legend.
mouse and WSD, yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to press my skills with the mouse. That's RuneScape, I think it's what's called. We are not in 1999 anymore to play this kind of games. You can implement the top target with other systems, not autoplay. That's not a good combination.
Right. What killed it, of course, the most is that you were rooted in place while you were casting your skills.
Not only
Not
that,
only not only tap targeting, but you were just also rooted and completely animation locked.
they didn't test the PvP at all. Like,
Oh
do
please.
you remember those videos that people run? If you run in the game, you will never
Who
be caught.
who is testing PvP?
What is PvP, first of all?
Exactly. First of all, that what is PvE? My game has PvP. What since when? And I should test this? It's hilarious how dev studios, some of them are doing content and then you just see they didn't give a damn. Not even testing their own systems when it comes to PvP.
Yeah, like it was really hilarious when I saw that guy running and the other guy was trying to kill him, but he couldn't because each time he casted the skill, he was stuck in place. And yeah, he missed everything because he didn't have any choice. But it was a really nice meme.
Testing games in general is something silly at the moment. Because I just remember there is even a video of the dev team of Diablo 4 where two of the people were doing the game and the audience in a way was laughing because it became so obvious that these two really didn't have much of a clue of their own game.
Wait, do we stop for the boss? What's happening?
Do they want to do... Okay, they are... Oh yeah, come back. They want to do it already.
I think this is the last round, that's why they are...
Oh, might be, might be.
That guy got stuck in the rock.
Awesome.
Like, for example, there is a game, why I'm solo 1 HP. There is a game that it's kind of older than me.
Okay.
Yes, and I love it so much. I don't have potions.
Which is called...
Might and Magic. And the game is extremely old. Oh, there is a boss. I see. But it's an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good to play. It's really nice. It's not long because it's an old game, but you feel the story, that there is a lot of story. The combat, it's an old combat system, but it's still way better than many MMOs that are coming out right now. But I think I enjoyed
I
that
believe
game.
you.
I enjoyed that game more than I enjoy some of the new out game that comes now out of nowhere. A 97 game.
Yeah, you would be surprised we got some games that are by now classics. That are still very much beloved by the community.
And I think some people copy the wrong games. For example, I don't know, Palworld had a really nice success. Okay, they have bugs, but they openly said that they will focus first on bugs and then on patches, which they are actually doing. They fixed a lot of stuff that I wanted so bad to be fixed.
Well, that's a good approach. Many people are exactly complaining about that with newer games, that we don't need patches, we need bug fixes. Like last Epoch has this at the moment. There are some people on Reddit that are claiming, guys, you are focusing on the wrong stuff at the moment. Stop giving us more content, just fix the bugs that are still existing. This is more of a game breaker than, yeah, that we would need more content at this point.
And they are fixed on, oh, we need to do this patch, we need to do this patch. But if you focus on the patch, you won't focus on the bugs. And you're gonna go out with a patch that has more bugs, and you're still not fixing the old bugs. And you're gonna have bugs over bugs over bugs. And this will never end.
I can't tell you. I mean, there is this one game. What was it called? Also an utter fail in recent time. Some people were over the moon with it. Wait, let me think. It started also with P. They'll have this somewhere. Talia. Exactly, that was it.
Oh, Palia, I played that.
Yep. These people had so no clue whatsoever what they were doing.
The
At
game,
all. They couldn't fix anything.
there
So,
are the bugs that are at the start of the game, there are still now.
yes, because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to fix anything. All that they can do is, yeah, giving out some new content to have some sort of
The
material to
game
the
has
player
so
base.
much potential, and they fucked it up.
Ah. I mean, not Paul, sorry. Palia is a shame, in my opinion. An absolute shame, and also an example of how insolent game developers can be. Because again, it's not like that they didn't know what players would want to have. They talked openly about it in this one stream that they made. Like, the best experiences that you will ever have with a multiplayer are the experiences with other people. Am I right? Don't we all have the best memories when it comes to other players, when we engaged with them on a journey, on an adventure?
When was
All
this
of
stream?
this cheesy talk. It was like 3 weeks before for this release.
Ah,
It was one of the cheesiest streams that I've ever seen. They talked so big about being social, about knowing what it means to be a gamer, a player, when you just want to do stuff with your friends and embark on a journey with each other. And then they deliver this sort of a game.
okay, so I wanna say a bit of more things about this Palia.
Sure, you can. Let's have a talk about Palia. I'm on
I'm
it.
I'm gonna make so many videos today from this stream.
It's fine. It's fine.
Uh, so Palia is the game that wanted to replace Stardew Valley. Stardew
Mm-hmm.
Valley is such a good game, and it's getting an update soon, a big update, and I'm really hyped about that. But
Yeah,
about
and
the
they
Palia,
wanted to be, what did they call it? A social MMO? They wanted to define this new genre in the gaming
yeah,
community with having the first ever social MMO.
there is nothing social about the game. First of all,
Yeah, there isn't exactly. That was the most hilarious thing.
I mean, you didn't implement trades. You miss half of the game yet. Half of the game is still missing. You can only plant. You are extremely limited. You are so limited that it's laughable. You can have like 9 plots of land, that you can farm on. 9 is laughable. You have no freedom. I mean, why is so limited when there is no trading, there is no player competition, there is no ranking? Why do you limit players on doing stuff? There is no reason for that. Then 90% of all the craftable items, you need to buy them from the... Okay, I'm exaggerating. 50%, half of the items that requires end game materials for crafting, end game crafting stuff, you need to buy the things. Oil, milk, right? Milk, they have already the cows, the meshes, they have the cows in a farm in the open world. It's so easy to implement that right now. They have everything, they know what to do, but it's taking so much time. What is social for them? I want to understand. Going around the world and asking people, okay, let's make a party, so we have to stay in a party? Because all you
Yeah,
can
but
do in a party...
even party was bugged.
Oh,
So what you just mentioned, to me, this was the icing on the cake. The core problem was really, you talk about being social and such, and then everybody is on an instanced housing system. What is social about being alone in a freaking instant housing system? You don't generate a neighborhood. You are not building together. You're not doing shit with your friends. Everyone is just by themselves on their own platform that looks, by the way, exactly the same. And you call this a socializing MMO where you make memories with your friends. You go together on this special journey. Alone? Hello?
stupid skill, I hate that skill. Yeah, the thing is, if you're alone, if you're not a sociable person that have a lot of friends and you start the game, it's strange to make friends because all the player base are not gamers. I mean, I met few people, I tried to share Discord and I was like, okay, let's talk on Discord, we can chat easily. Finally a belt, man. We can chat on Discord, we can have something. I didn't know, I didn't care if it was a girl, boy, kid, agile. I just want to chat. It was way easier. I called them in the map that I found some stuff and things like that. And the answer was, I don't trust you enough to share the Discord with you, which is understandable. There are a lot of weirdos around, but that made me realize that this game is not for gamers. So the only way to socialize is in game.
Well, you're talking about the players, and let the players be aside. We're just looking on the game itself, and the game itself was a pure product of contradiction from beginning to end. Because, yeah, there was nothing that engaged you with making real friendships with anybody or forming any sorts of socializing aspects.
There was
The
only
game
one
was just
aspect.
putting you into your own things all the time. You had your housing for yourself, you had your journey for yourself.
There was only one thing that forced people to interact with each other.
Oh, really?
Yes, there was a tree that you were unable to cut by yourself, even with the end.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, yeah. There was this gathering where you could gather together.
Yes, and both and everyone received the thingy. But that's all that you can do. So people were gathering together and making parties just to farm more efficiently the ore, but at some point it gets so ridiculous. Like the ore responds really fast. Okay, not really fast, but if you know how to do a logical rotation, you can farm that even alone. You don't need anybody. You don't get extra stuff to entice you to communicate or make a party. It was just there to being lazy and not search by yourself. And let's not talk about the server issue from the beginning. You were in a party
Yep, that
and you
was.
couldn't log in on the server on the same server with your friend when you pass through the map from a map to another. It was so annoying. You had to go out, go in, go out, remake the party. You couldn't
Yeah,
remake the party
remember in
because
which other MMO we did exactly that because you got split apart as soon as you went into another zone.
at least the combat was kind of decent, okay?
Oh, the combat there was pretty neat.
But yeah, the game needs so much polishing. The characters are kind of flat in my opinion.
The whole thing is flat. I was so stunned by what the developers had to say about their own game. When you had watched this one stream that they did, they made such big speeches about it. They had their mouths so full with, oh yeah, what they're gonna do and how it will be. And then they deliver this sort of product. I'm just like, you're kidding me, right? I mean, are you not even ashamed of yourself that you delivered this? After everything that you had said and done?
Check out Stardew Valley if you like it. Search some videos and look about, and then compare Stardew Valley with Valia. I forgot the name for a second.
Look, if they got inspiration from there, I don't mind, but at least then come up with something that is really decent. And don't just make big speeches with some fancy, pretty words that remain just words, because when you see the real game, you start
They fighting the boss.
laughing hilariously. Huh?
They want to fight the boss.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I think this is the most hilarious stuff. The most hilarious thing that you can do as a company. Sweet words
Yeah,
for a game
I
that
hope,
you
I
can
really
fail.
hope I never hear of them again. Or that with this sort of a game, it stops for them as a company.
The only thing that bothers me is people that put too much trust in this kind of companies.
True. I just
Like,
wanted to say the same. I can't even just only blame them. It would be unfair because a large amount also goes to people. I couldn't believe how much some of the people on Discord but also on YouTube have trusted them already and made also speeches like, oh, this will be the next big thing and just watch, and they are so friendly, so nice, so trustworthy. I was looking at this trailer and instead of just being in any way impressed, I was looking into it as much from the outside as I could. And what I saw, it did not impress me. Actually, I saw already some red flags. Like, yeah, whenever they mentioned the housing system, you could already see it in the trailer. It was all the time the same area. So I was wondering, how do people know that they could, or that you could do a sort of neighborhood with your friends, that you were there and building your houses next to each other? I saw a lot of people talking about this and being so hyped over this stuff. Though in the trailer there was nothing to be seen. It was all the time a singular house, and it really looked like the same area over and over. And in the end, it showed people made such high pre-assumptions because they just expected it, because they had this idea in their head, because they heard, oh, social MMO and you do stuff with your friends. They just linked these things together without actual proof. And this is one thing where I will always tell people, regardless of how hyped you are, try to have a more stern approach to things. Like, watch a trailer honestly. What do you see for real? And what is there in your head? Talia, the trailer, in my opinion, showed enough that there was something fishy going on. That there was too much stuff that looked similar or actually not well developed enough. And yeah, if you go back, you don't see anything about that you can be so social, that you are there with your friends all the time, that you build together and you form a sort of neighborhood with your boys and girls.
You want to know how the neighborhood works?
Oh, no. I have seen the best thing ever, that the server couldn't last, or that it couldn't handle the amount of instanced housing, and then people that have built it, in the level above or in the level below, stuff was just falling in on one another. And you had strange objects in your housing that was from another instance.
Yeah, it happened to me too.
That was the best thing. I was, okay, so this is the social housing aspect. I see. When the whole thing is collapsing on each other because it can't handle the amount of people building in instanced areas.
I don't think if it was actually instance. It was a hybrid.
Okay, well, some of my friends that have also played it, they pretty said, nah, I'm there alone. This is my own area. And
No,
if I'm funny enough,
you are alone.
I can put an invitation out to like someone.
I don't know about invitation, but only friends can join, and only when you're home and online.
Yup, this kind of stuff, exactly.
And like, what the heck? I can't do anything when I'm there. Why I'm not allowed to visit? What can I do? Keep their house rendered? Oh my god, so dangerous.
Yep, I know, right? Now, if I want to be mean, because in the same stream, they also talked a bit about themselves, these developers, and they also made references to their website. They emphasized on the thing that these people were what was it, Riot, and another company, I forgot the name now. But they came from a background where you could be like, okay, so they are in the industry. They know shit.
Yeah,
So
okay.
after I saw the game, I was just like, you know what? There's a very reason why you are Riot member.
Yeah, and I don't think it's an ex-Riot member. It's just a guy who hired to Riot, worked there for 1 month, and then got kicked
Yeah,
or
I
left?
don't know. Yeah, exactly. What's left?
Yeah, okay, I can do that too. I can really learn on the paper everything to copy paste some projects from other people, put in my portfolio, get accepted to Riot. I work for a few days, they see that I'm bad as fuck, and kick me out. Oh, I'm an ex Riot employee.
No. You don't say. You just say I have been working at Riot. And with that, they garner some sort of reputation, and people go like, "Oh, yes, this person must know shit."
Now it depends if they had bad management. That's another issue, but that's something you can know. Can't know. Man, I'm really surprised people understand what I say. I'm editing those videos and I'm like, what the heck did I say? What? What's that? And go back a few seconds and repeat.
Okay.
I mean, do you understand word by word?
You, of course.
What the heck?
Huh? Why would I not?
I don't know, I speak strange.
No, you don't.
Okay, I mean, if you say so, I believe that.
You sound completely fine, please.
That's good then.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're the calming voice. Yeah, I'm the one that goes into heated mode with some stuff, and then I'm just like, huh, need need to control a bit, otherwise everything just comes out pretty puffy.
Eh, I don't think you'll go that bad at all,
Thanks.
actually.
Take it as a compliment.
Or either we didn't speak about anything too heated. But I think
Nice.
we had some stuff to talk, but yeah, it was fine. Yeah, when I get tilted about something, that's when I change pace. But before I get tilted about something, that's gonna take a while. Only one game was able to make me rage, and I'm not playing it anymore, so everything is fine.
This is fine. Burn, burn.
Oh yeah, the meme. Everything
Yes,
is
exactly.
fine.
Everything is fine.
Oh, now I feel the spicy. Mm-hmm. After the stream, I'm gonna go drink a
You
bit
should
of milk.
never eat this again. After almost 3 hours still.
Uh,
Yeah, learn your lesson.
nah, I never learned my lesson. I'm a fox. Even if I say, yeah, I learned my lesson, many times never happened. But it's fine. I just go drink a bit of milk after the stream and I'll be alright.
Okay, I think now we can say last voter.
Uh, Otherwise, this guy will keep going here until tomorrow.
I It's nice that we have found some people with stamina.
I mean, we
Means more
kinda
money.
half. Again, I'm gonna disable this skill, I swear. It's so annoying and useless. I mean, if we talk about something like we do now on stream, it's not that bad.
What do you mean?
Farming like grinding like this.
Yeah, together with the stream, this is totally doable.
Like when we don't have anything to talk about, that's an issue.
That's a challenge in BDO. If I have really no idea how people manage to just be on their own
Yeah, they definitely
go
watch a movie, do something.
and go in circles over and over and over. Like this, time is passing by quickly.
Yeah, but games are strange. In some games, developer doesn't listen to players at all. In some games, developer listen to players too much. Yeah, it's a mess.
All in all, at the moment, not enough have a clear vision. Or even if they have, then they don't know how to execute it because they are just so incompetent.
But to be honest, I really had a bit of hope for Valia, since I like the concept of the game. But more I played, and I've seen all the limitations and the server issues, the no point to being online, an online game. I kind of gave up and slowly stopped playing.
As I said, when I saw the trailer, I really got the impression that there is something not completely right there. People make too many assumptions without clear proof. So I was just waiting. And when it got to the point where it was clear that yes, there is no way that you can really build with someone, you don't make any sorts of neighborhood buildings with one another. As soon as this was confirmed to me, I was like, yeah, thank you. I had my suspicion already. Now, fuck off.
I mean, if it wasn't logged that you could visit others only when they're online and in their residence, they could have made something that you go to the board on your plot and visit neighbors, at least that, without accept, without any, you just can deny or block someone to make it fair.
Nah, this should have been really the core element of the game because, yeah, as you said, there was nothing else. There was no PvE content, the classic type, like you go into dungeons or something. There was also no PvP. This was all scratched. because they wanted to have this new thing with a social MMO. So if all the other things are scratched and you are just left with what? With building a home, then you should advance this concept up to high heavens. Really, this should then be so worked out in a way that you have never seen before, because this is all that your game is giving to the people. And you come up with something that honestly every sort of mobile game does better. There is something clearly wrong in development, like really clearly wrong. Because what was there else that you had to do? There was no need for you to design dungeons. There was no need for you to design a combat system, because it had none. Because there's no social MMO thing. It had no PvP, nothing. Honestly, what the heck were you designing in all of these years?
Spaghetti code.
Yeah, something really, really something. I cannot explain it to myself. Other than these people were honestly fooling people. They made a company. This was a sort of group of people from X companies that had a name, had a reputation, and because they have been, I don't know, some sort of trial employees and then were left off, they decided to make something out of this, formed their own company, were scrambling together some ideas for a game that hasn't been there before, with actually zero knowledge of what to do. Okay, they knew apparently the Unreal Engine to a certain degree, but got totally lost because, yeah, so many bugs. Embarrassing bugs. Like, honestly, have you been working in this industry or what is this?
Hmm? Yeah, maybe they didn't have the right idea, but or maybe they tried to make, like, for example, now how they can fix everything, because I don't think they can remake the housing system, make like a kind of guild, a social guild, okay? And the guild has a huge plot where you can have different, a huge land where you can have different plots, and you have, I don't know, a guild of 5 members at the beginning, and you can evolve by gathering together and investing into the guild materials, and then you expand with more plots and get more people, and you meet everyone there.
Dude, at this point for this game there is no fixation because it has such major bugs. This you would need to take it off, but they don't because yeah they have the database of the players there already, so they screwed themselves. But if there would be any sort of fix, they would need to take the game off, wipe the server, wipe all the data, and do something in the core to get stuff
If
done.
they do that, they will lose everything.
They already lost everything.
No, no. There are still players investing a lot of money into the game, because they all they
Mhm.
do now is costumes.
I know. A friend of mine told me.
A friend of mine still plays the game and spends money in the game, and I'm like, why you do that? Yeah, but I can't tell anybody what to do with their money, so. Oh, I'm in a party, I can TP. I'm gonna go with the horsey then. Yeah, I mean, many people are blinded by all these developers, and they're like, yeah, okay, but it's a nice game and blah blah blah. Okay, it's a nice game in concept, not in
In
practice.
reality, yep. And you said it very correctly. Blinded. Even though if you were looking at it in a matter of fact, you could clearly see that stuff was not adding up. What they say and what you see are two different things.
Yeah, I mean, people should stop looking where they with their brain. Like if you hear something with their ears, sorry. If you hear something from a developer, oh my god, we're gonna do this, and that. You will be able to do this, and that. That's not there. That doesn't exist. How much are you willing to wait for a game?
That's the next thing. They didn't even say that it does exist. They were just talking around it. They were making pretty words of, yeah, guys, do you remember in the previous games that you played how much of an impact it did to you when you were encountering other people, what sort of precious memories you formed? You know, they were all calling on the nostalgic strings. Like, they were luring in people emotionally, but without saying, and guess what, guys? We are doing exactly the same. They didn't say anything like that. There was no, and here is the proof. This is what we're gonna give to you again so you can enjoy this in our game. They were really just making a speech about hypothetical things and nostalgic strings. And with that, people got over the moon. And I could just sit there not believing it. I was like, hello, please wake up. There is no proof to any of this. They don't showcase something for real. They give you some pretty pictures from certain angles, and you can predict, you can maybe guess that this could be it, but they did not confirm shit.
I mean, I can do this too. I can say I'm gonna make this game and blah 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 blah. There is actually a game that we can refer to, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, okay, which was?
It was this game looked really good, but it was pictures and stuff taken from another game. And when the game came out, it
Oh,
was
you
something.
mean the Kickstarter scam?
Yes, the scam.
Oh god damn it, I know what you mean. How was the bloody name of this?
I don't
I know
remember.
what you mean. Because there is this video on YouTube. It is called the most famous scams of
Yes,
MMO stuff.
I
And
watched that a
this
few
was
days ago.
yeah, no, I watched this when it was made on an Asmongold reaction.
Oh, yeah, I
And
watched that on Asmon Call Action and a few days ago by the original.
a really brilliant video. Hell entertaining. But yeah, you could also there see with what sort of stuff you can get away by not confirming anything. You just do pictures. It was one of the earliest scams, and it. How much? This person made 7 millions out of it,
Yeah, eight.
or 8. Yeah, garnered like 7 millions on Kickstarter for this. And when he finally showed some actual footage,
It
you
was like a
could
game
not
from
believe. You
90s,
could
yeah.
not. You could not believe it. You it was like, oh my god.
When I saw that, what the heck is this RuneScape 2? It felt like that. I don't know what to say.
Nah, the reveal of what people actually got to see in the end. You could cry and laugh at the same time.
Yeah, it was really laughable that. The first time when I saw that, the reveal,
Yeah, you could laugh because honestly it's a joke, right? And you could cry because wow, someone has really nerves, like actual nerves. And people, they get so into it, defended this even,
Yeah,
and now they're sitting on this pile of garbage.
what I want to ask, why someone paid money to buy a, a plot to build
Oh,
or
a
land?
house, a
Yes.
land in a game that doesn't exist.
Why?
Don't tell me. I mean, in Asman said it that, and I think he has a really good point. Most scams online started in real life. So there was apparently something in the US at one point where certain real estate
I remember.
employees gave away land on the moon.
Yes. There
And people
was
bought that. And when this was happening, somewhere a billion kilometers away, others came to the idea we could sell land in the digital world in a game that doesn't exist. How about that?
how laughable, I swear.
I don't understand. I can only maybe go to the lines of that when someone believes so much in a project that he gives away the money because he believes, yep, this will succeed, and in the end, I will be among the prestigious players who have been here from the very beginning, I believe from the very start, and now I even have this land at my disposal that just shows my faith and my believing and my real money investment.
Yeah.
That's really the
It's
only
whatever.
some sort of explanation that I have.
People are crazy and stupid. I don't know what to say.
But yeah, the $8 million of funding. If you see something like that, then of course you go like, let's make a game. That's the best idea ever.
Yeah. I mean, you need to prove yourself. You can't be like, oh my god, I have this idea of the game,
Yeah, but
and
that's
I.
the thing. This is what those videos are showing blatantly. No, you don't have to prove. You just need some sort of strategy to fool people beyond belief. You just need some pretty words, some somewhat believable pictures, and that's about it. Then maybe a tragic backstory why you are alone and why you want to do this on your own with maybe just a bunch of friends, and there you go. People are just like, yeah, fine enough, have my money.
Why did Sony disappear? Oh, he getting some pet. Okay. Yeah, but you can't. This is why I don't trust Kickstarters. I don't trust all this new developers thingy, because there are too many scammers, and the good ones that really want to do something.
I
What
would
the
say
heck?
what's happening?
Sony came with an elephant.
Yeah, of course we have to in the guild after all. Nah, scams are happening everywhere, also in real life. The one thing that I would tell people is search for some facts. Don't just look at pretty words or pictures. Make a bit of a research on your own. Like, who is this person or who are these people? What have they done before? What are they showcasing to you? Does it seem like they take pride in their project? Or are they just talking around the bush, you know?
Yeah.
When you, for example, SF Creation, if you search for the facts, if you research a bit on Steven, yeah, then you see he definitely has the money. He can fund his own project. And the people that he got now in the studio, yep, you can search them up. You see their CV. They have they have been in the industry.
Reason. Looks like your just spends more time role playing in Velia than grinding.
Oof,
Facts.
that's a fact. Yup, see? This is my point.
Oh my god. Yeah. But at least we have some hope in some games that actually show us proof that the game exists. In a way,
In a good way.
yes. But yeah, what can we do? I think we can end here.
Yeah, I mean, after all, we are over 3 hours.
3 hours and 16 minutes. New record.
Oh, nice.
We did almost 3 hours of grinding today.
That
Another new
too.
record.
Yep. Agris was burned. Money was made.
But actually, we can do like 3 hours each stream.
Yup.
Since I'm not using Agris at all when I'm alone.
See?
Yeah, it's and it's refreshing each time.
And topics we have also
Yep.
enough, often.
And now it depends if we have a topic that actually can hit the 3 hours.
Should be fine. There's enough happening out in the world.
Oh. Well, thank you all guys for listening or watching. Thank you for being here with us and chatting.
While gaming.
Yes. And I hope to see Saturday or in 2 days for Palward. Okay, guys, I wish you a good night and have a nice one.
Bye.
Bye bye.